Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting here once again with the love of my life. How are you doing?
I am feeling pained, you guys. I am feeling every bit of 37 years
Yeah,
old today. I am sitting here hurting, sitting like this because, like, in between my shoulders, it's from like the
it's the
way
posture.
it totally
I don't know.
is.
I've been catching myself over the past few days like sitting like this, and it just
Slouched
makes me
over.
think immediately of my grandpa because as he got like to like 83, he was like hunched over because he would sleep in his chair all the time like this, and I was like, does not need to be me.
Oh God, I feel
Like
like that's
totally
gonna be
scared of that.
me
Like
if
that
the
is a fear.
we've got to change something or
Yeah.
that's gonna be
Need one of
us.
those like braces
Yeah,
to like sit like this. It feels nice to sit with good posture.
it does, but like sitting here like this, like
Yeah.
I feel like I look crazy.
So the first person that I want to talk about is Jaclyn Hill because the other day for Black Friday, she announced that she was launching this new collaboration with this company called Beam. It's a sleep supplement. You remember she was doing like the mocktails and they had like the magnesium and that kind of stuff in it.
If it's ever fallen into my lap, there was just no option in my mind to say no when I was approached with this offer, because if it wasn't for this brand, I genuinely do not believe that I would have stopped drinking. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know the exact brand that I'm talking about, because if you followed along on Jaclyn's journey on YouTube, I talked about this brand on and on and on. I even cried about this brand because I feel like they really changed my life. And so I collaborated with Beam on my very own sleep drink, you guys. I'm so excited. I created the flavor chocolate glazed donut. This tastes so delicious. It's like having a cup of chocolatey glazed hot cocoa, but then you pass out 45 minutes later and have the best night's sleep of your entire life, and you wake up feeling incredible. I was so grateful to Beam on how they changed my life, because when I tried to stop drinking for a couple of months, I just could not because of those last couple of drinks at the end of the night. I tried every single sleep aid on the market, at Whole Foods, on Amazon. I did my research. I was just trying anything to fall asleep, and I could not get my mind to stop racing. I could not actually fall asleep and stay asleep. My heart rate was up. I'm just someone who's always been filled with anxiety. When I found this sleep drink, I woke up the next morning and burst into tears because I was like, I just had one of the best night sleeps of my actual life. And I felt like God himself created this. That's genuinely how I felt. So I just had no choice but to team up with them and create my very own flavor when they asked me to collaborate, because it was just a no-brainer. I'm so grateful for what they did for me and how they changed my life and supported me along my sober journey. So I'm so excited to be introducing to you guys my own chocolate glazed donut flavor. If you or someone out there that you know and love has a hard time falling asleep and or staying asleep, please try this brand. They are a smaller business, but they are so incredible. Check out the ingredients for yourself. I personally trust it for me and my family. We've all had incredible experiences with this, and that's it. I'm so excited. Chocolate glazed donut coming your way, Black Friday.
The reason that people are talking about this is because one, the product was $85. They were trying to sell it for $59 as like the Black Friday special. Underneath it on TikTok Shop, you can actually see how many of the units have been sold and how many of the items have like gone to consumers. So 2 days after Black Friday, I checked it and it had 39 sales that it was showing. Then I checked it just before we sat down and recorded this video, and it's at 70 sales. Ooh. I reached out to somebody who actually like works with TikTok Shop and like a lot of affiliates, that kind of like thing. And I asked, like, does it actually like calculate correctly on these posts, because this is from a TikTok that Jaclyn posted and it was like linked, like it was the product right on top of the thing for people to actually click on. It had like 8,000 something likes, so it doesn't really calculate correctly for me, but I'm kind of believing that that is the amount that sold because Jaclyn didn't post for a few days after Black Friday, so that would be the only video that people saw. The first video back, mental health.
As somebody who has always been brutally honest about their mental health.
Girl,
Mental health.
how the mighty have fallen. Jaclyn Hill has to be like kicking herself in the ass, and it's her own fault. She steps away from social media so much. She only really comes back when she's trying to shield something. This is just another time that she's doing that. I am just so shocked that it's so public. There's no way she could have known that that was there. She would have told them to remove that.
Well, according to the person that I talked to that knows the TikTok Shop and all that kind of stuff, they said that it does calculate correctly, and that is like real time right there how many have sold. So
That's crazy.
this is like crazy for a Jaclyn Hill launch.
This is not the girl that sold out Becca. This is not the girl that had all these issues with these launches. What is going on,
Are people not in the
Jaclyn?
market for an $85 sleep supplement? Because that's the
Hell
original
no.
price of it. Right now it's on sale for like $69, I believe. So $59, $69, back to $85. People say this Beam company is actually a really nice product because Jaclyn has talked about this for a while, because we know she was doing Jaclyn's journey and her whole thing is about like sobriety. So she said she needed something to like help her when she was trying to sleep because she couldn't glug anymore. So she needed something to like replace that. Beam was that. People in the comment section are saying they tried it because of her. They're saying that they liked it. Has anybody tried Beam?
Girl,
did you buy the Jaclyn Hill special?
I'll be that guy. Listen, I feel like Jaclyn, it's great that her sobriety is a big thing in her life and that she's handling that, right? But I feel like Jaclyn Hill uses that in everything that she promotes now.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
single product. This helped me
Oh,
with my
yes.
sobriety. This helped me
Oh,
with
yes.
my sobriety. Girl.
I will say the mental health thing that she posted as like her new post on TikTok after this launch that did not go so well. It was more of like an uplifting type of thing. It wasn't like a woe is me, sit here in my gray hoodie. It was like a pep talk. And it said like, I hope this does help somebody. So,
Well, I mean, hopefully it does.
For the last 10 plus years that I've been here on social media, I want to share something with you guys that has changed my life. Whenever I start to get anxious, stressed, depressed, overwhelmed, or I feel like I'm like stuck between a rock and a hard place, I'm trying to make a decision that's stressing me out, whatever it may be, I imagine myself being 90, 95 years old. I've lived a long, beautiful life, and I'm on my deathbed. This is where I take myself. I imagine I have children, I have grandchildren, and I think to myself, does this moment matter? In the grand scheme of things, you know, because we're our own writers, right? I'm writing my own book. I'm the writer of my story. So if there's a book about my life, does this moment matter right now? And it's really, really simple to put everything in perspective with that mindset, because a lot of the times you realize how small the situation is that you are stressing yourself out about. And you're like, this does not matter. This is not a part of my book. This does not even deserve a sentence in my book, so let's move past it. But on the other hand, at times, it softens me and makes me feel like, oh my gosh, this is a really big part of my story. And this is something that's actually gonna matter to me when I'm 90 years old. You know, let's say I'm in a fight with one of my best friends who's been one of my closest friends for the last 10, 15 years, and she's fucked up, and I know she's up, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter who's right and wrong right now because she matters. She's in my book. She has a whole chapter. So therefore, I'm going to apologize to her this time because I love her enough to give her a piece of my book, to give her a piece of my life. She still matters to me at 90 years old. So therefore, I'm going to just take a deep breath. I'm going to swallow my pride and I'm going to do the right thing in that moment because she does matter when I'm 90 years old. I'll get stressed out like, I kind of don't want to go tonight, but I should go, but I don't want to, I do. And I'll go back and forth about something so silly. And then I'll be like, when I'm 90, is this going to matter? No, I'm not even going to remember this. And I'll be like, I'm not going. I'm going to choose to take care of myself. I'm not going. I'm staying in tonight. I'm going to take care of me because in the grand scheme, in my book, this night is not even written into my book. So I'm going to do me. And that's it. It's been so helpful. It's been so freeing. This mindset has made me draw friendships closer and it's made me appreciate the things that matter even more. It's made me more present and it's also allowed me just to let go of things that aren't going to matter when I'm 90 years old, aren't going to matter at the end of my life. So I hope that helps you.
But maybe this is a good realization for Jaclyn that she just ain't that girl anymore, that maybe she needs to step her pussy up some.
Step your pussy up, honey. Get a job.
I think that this is like the correct path for Jaclyn, though, because she is not the CEO of a company anymore.
The
She just
CEO.
needs to do collaborations. Stick with collaborations so you don't have to deal with any of the other bullshit and get your money up front.
Should she even still do collaborations, though? If she cannot not even sell 100 items with the
But
Jaclyn
maybe
Hill
we're
name,
wrong.
girl.
But maybe we're wrong, and the people that were tagging me in this over on TikTok, maybe they were wrong as well. Maybe there's like an actual website that people are going to, even though nobody directed them to that at all.
I
It was
feel
just
like
the
that's
one,
wishful thinking,
It was just the
girl.
one video on TikTok.
Do you think Jaclyn
Only
Hill's
70
days are
though?
numbered on social media? I think that she's struggling with that. I think that the numbers are reflecting that she hasn't put the work in over the years, and it's finally coming back to haunt her, and I think she doesn't know how to cope with it,
See,
honestly.
like this product though is something that I think that people would be interested in and they would want to try.
Yeah, maybe, but that price point is so high, and Jaclyn
is.
Hill is known for shilling products that are too expensive for the average everyday person. So that's why it's reflected in the numbers.
When I hold the microphone like this, it makes me think of Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo on the Wicked press tour where they're holding hands.
Oh,
And they just like barely. Did you see the one of Ariana Grande holding her finger?
No,
She just took her hand and she was like,
not amused.
it's weird. And speaking of another person who uploaded something about their mental health this week, Brooke Schofield, who I talked about in my previous video, it has come out that her boyfriend, the new guy that she is with, might allegedly possibly be someone who was 27 at the time, dating like a 16, 17-year-old, like that type of deal. So Brooke has been over on TikTok literally fighting for her life in the comment section, like trying to cover for this guy, trying to say this is all lies. The person that people are talking about said that this did not even happen, which I find very interesting because Brooke keeps speaking for this girl, Isabella, and she keeps saying, like, this never happened. She says this was not even a freaking thing. Nowhere has Isabella said that. Brooke is literally sitting over on TikTok making responses now to people that are talking about her. This man that she's with has not said shit. And he's the one that's getting dragged across social media, and people are calling him a schmedophile.
Girl, can I say something controversial?
No.
Brooke Schofield is that girl that would believe the man that he was not allowed to see his kids and that the mom was keeping them from them, and she would defend that man tooth and nail until she was proven that she was stupid. I don't even know what happened with Brooke. Like, what the is going on with her?
It's just very strange. After the whole like Clinton Kane saga that she had to like come out with a new boyfriend and it like be met with this, Brooke is trying to claim that the reason that people are so focused on this is because it's Brooke Schofield that this is attached to, and people hate Brooke Schofield. So she's trying to take away the seriousness of the allegations that have been thrown at this new boyfriend and say people are just coming after me because they hate me and they just want to like take him down, all this kind of stuff. So the other day, this lady on TikTok, Steph with the Deets, released a video calling Brooke out for this and also calling out Brooke's boyfriend for this, but also like bringing attention to like, Brooke, what the f, you're kind of like a shitty person too. So Brooke responded to her and tried to say that this is like all lies, this is all made up, this is just...
Can we talk about Brooke Schofield's new boyfriend and how he allegedly dated a 15...
Let me tell you guys why I have not addressed this, because it's not real. Guys, we started this whole rumor based on an Ask FM post from a guy who's supposedly in his 20s wishing a girl a happy 5-month anniversary on Ask FM, and she's 15 or 16 years old. And like genuinely 30 seconds later, everyone realized that's a fake account. It's not a real account. The post is fake, but who cares, right? I don't have to tell you the post is fake. You can go look yourself and see that the post is fake. And before you say, why would they make an account for him? The same reason everyone's starting rumors about him now is because of who he's associated with. But without our fake post, all we have is photos of them together, right? We have photos of them together and them commenting back to each other on Instagram. Which, without context, I can agree is still kind of weird, okay? Except I know the context. The context is that he was friends with Sophia Richie's older brother, and she was best friends with Sophia Richie. These two groups of friends are always at Lionel Richie's house, hanging out with each other like family. It's not this like gross, disgusting, weird thing that everybody's making it. I take stuff like this so seriously, and I'm always gonna believe a woman, okay? Except in this particular scenario, the woman is saying this never happened. This is such a ridiculous rumor, horrible rumor. But the best story and the one that everybody's gonna believe and go with is always going to be the worst one. Nobody cares about the truth, okay? The truth is uninteresting. I have a theory that this whole thing was never about him. I think it's about me. And if you don't think this is about me, I encourage you to go read the comments on the video that I stitched, okay? And tell me if you even see any about him. They're all about me being gross and disgusting and how I would do anything for a man, and I need to be canceled forever. And nobody cares what this could do to his life and career as long as we can make me look worse.
Something that was weird about it to me is Brooke tried to say, maybe I'm not interpreting this correct, she tried to say that this started out as a joke that they started. So you started a joke about the new man that you're with allegedly being a schmedophile? Who would do that?
What Brooke's trying to do is she's trying to create plausible deniability. We've seen James Charles do this. We've seen Tana do this. We've seen Jeffree Star do this. We've seen everybody and their mama do this. That if you create enough plausible deniability, people are going to start asking questions. If she does enough of that, she'll create an environment where people will question everything. And that's what she wants. Like, she don't want people to realize that she's dating somebody that wanted to 17-year-old.
This guy allegedly has like a ton of old like blogs that he had as well, where he was talking about underage models that were 17 and how he would love to meet them apparently when they turn 18. Ooh. Very predatory, very
scuzzball behavior
for sure. But after Brooke uploaded her response, Steph with the Deets at the same time uploaded a video about Brooke and the boyfriend, not even knowing that Brooke uploaded this video, and she completely got Brooke together.
She ate her up.
This video from her was like actually the perfect response to what Brooke said in her video, at least in my opinion.
Brooke Schofield does not care what anyone is saying, and she still continues to defend her man. In the most recent defense of her man, she told someone, "I'm not ignoring. It's just not true. His best friend and her best friend were siblings, and they all grew up going to the same house. Ask FM is fake. You can check that out yourself." First off, Brooke, your boyfriend is not important enough to make a fake Ask FM over. Like, come on, girl. And also, now Brooke is saying that his best friend and Isabella's best friend were siblings. But her story before was someone had posted this exchange they had with Brooke, and this was before she commented about their best friends being siblings. This person literally sent Brooke evidence of Isabella and Miles dating. And at this time, Brooke had responded to them saying he did not date Isabella. It's someone he has been friends with for years. I don't know what that post is or what it's from, and neither does he. Everyone online hates me, and I understand why, but this is such a horrible thing for someone to fake or make up. Sophia dated his friend, who was not Miles, and that's the only reason he was even around. So here she's saying his best friend and her best friend, Isabella's best friend being Sophia, were siblings. But here she's saying Isabella's best friend, Sophia, was dating his best friend. So they're not siblings. And she's saying, like, everyone hates me, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's why this is happening. No, Brooke, people actually give you the benefit of the doubt. And that's why they were sending you evidence of him being a PDF file. Because no, his comments on Isabella's photos from 2014 and 2015 are not just friendly comments. And the photos of them in bed, oh, are these photoshopped? A 16-year-old in bed with a man that's nearly 30? You are getting hate because you are defending a creep. And based on all of Isabella's past posts and her exchanging comments with Miles, oh, and the Ask FM that is supposedly fake, they were very much so together. And Isabella was very much so a minor. And the fact that Brooke still continues to defend her man. Brooke was lucky that she did not get canceled after her resurfaced tweets had come about. And I love how Brooke says she's not ignoring things. Brooke 1000% ignores, like, the moment I made a post about her tweets, I was blocked. I know I'm not the only one that's been blocked by Brooke Schofield. But she went back on the canceled podcast. She did not get canceled, and now she's defending this. She is the prime example of ignorance is bliss.
You guys should have seen his face when he was sitting here watching this. He was like, because she ate her up that bad. She dragged her to hell and back.
So Brooke has now turned off the comments on her TikTok in response to Steph with the Deeds because people were like, girl, you're liar. Like, I actually screenshot some of the comments right here because people were not having it. People know that Brooke is full of shit in this situation. They have seen this evidence of all of these allegations themselves. There's apparently like a whole Reddit about it. The people on Reddit, like the canceled podcast Reddit, are not happy with Brooke at the current moment. Another part of Brooke's video that I wanted to talk about is she said that all of these comments that were being seen by people, like these old screenshots, are taken out of context. What would the context have to be, Brooke, to put those little thirsty water emojis on a 17-year-old's Instagram thing when you're in your 20s? What is the context that is needed for that? It's giving disgusting predator.
It's given something.
Which is my opinion.
You know what?
I just can't. This is like she is a predator apologist.
You know what? You should take that whole monologue that Tana gave out about James Charles and how he has this power over people and that dynamic he uses it. That's exactly what the fuck is happening here.
This is like, somebody said, Brookie, there are so many pieces of evidence that are going against what you're saying. It would really save you if you explain them because you really aren't making him or you look good. Another thing that Brooke claimed in her comment section, because somebody said it's always the allegedly and the T accounts that still spread false info, Brooke responded and said she knew the post was fake before making a video and included it anyway. Better story. So she's trying to make it seem like everybody that's talking about her boyfriend is a liar. And you know why she thinks that everyone that's talking about her boyfriend is a liar? Because the new man that's her down literally told her that people are lying and she's believing it because she's stigmatized.
You know
Let's
what?
be completely honest.
Was it literally not just a few months ago that Tana and Brooke just got called out for making up stories and fabricating shit and stretching the truth? Brooke's a proven liar at this point. I don't trust anything she said. And she had me for a minute with that Clinton Kane stuff because I felt sorry for her because he is a weirdo. But you know what? Brooke's a fucking weirdo
she likes
too.
The weirdos.
She's a weirdo. You know what? She belongs in Hollywood.
So Steph with the Deeds uploaded another video in response to Brooke. It just came with like even more receipts about this guy.
Let's talk about Brooke Schofield's stitch of my video about her creep boyfriend, Miles McFly.
I have a theory that this whole thing was never about him. I think it's about me. If you don't think this is about me, I encourage you to go read the comments on the video that I stitched.
Can we talk about Brooke's? No, Brooke, that was not a stitch in my video because you blocked me months ago. This video I made over 2 months ago about how Leah from Love Island blocked you, and that's when I realized that you had blocked me because I had spoken about your racism because you are racist. So sorry for speaking about truth and facts. So Brooke says that the Ask FM is fake.
We started this whole rumor based on an Ask FM post from a guy who's supposedly in his 20s. Genuinely, 30 seconds later, everyone realized that's a fake account. It's not a real account. The post is fake, but who cares, right?
The only person I've heard say that the Ask FM is fake is Brooke Schofield. So are you saying that they created it in 2015? Because it's stated 2015. So they made a fake Miles Ask FM back in 2015.
That's really odd because no one knows who Miles McFly is. And you're saying it's about me, blah, blah, blah. If it was so much about you, wouldn't they make fake things about you?
Hey, Brooke, funny that you say that. I knew that the Ask FM was fake before making the video and included it anyways for a better story. The only person that said Ask FM is fake is you. You have had me blocked. We don't talk. We don't know each other. Thank God for that. And no, I would never even believe you because you're a liar. Brooke expects that I won't see all these comments, but thankfully I have followers who send them to me. So she knows that she could just lie to her little minions. They'll believe her. She's proving that she is a liar. But I 1000% believe Ask FM is 1000% true. And yes, his creepy ways is being spoken about because he's your boyfriend, but it doesn't mean it's not true. I only ever made videos of Brooke's rape tweets in her PDF file of a boyfriend.
I know that's probably why people come and attack me because you post it on your page. You have millions of followers. I still don't care. And I do think those are very important topics that people should know about. They should know who is influencing them, influencing their children. But Brooke, let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that he never dated Isabella and that Ask FM was fake. I'm going with what you're telling me. Then can you please explain the rest of this?
I know the context. The context is that he was friends with Sophia Richie's older brother, and she was best friends with Sophia Richie.
That's funny. Before today's post, her story was that Sophia dated his friend who was not Miles's age, and that's the only reason he was around. A mention of the BFF siblings.
Not our fake post. All we have is photos of them together. Without context, I can agree, it's still kind of weird.
Not just some guys. There are a lot of IG comments, and these are the only ones that we're seeing. All these photos he has commented, and these, there's lots of hearts, there's lots of different emojis, there's even like a peach emoji. Wonder why you would be commenting that. But hey, Brooke, maybe you're not aware of this, but what about this emoji that he left? If a 27, 28-year-old left a wet emoji, 4 wet emojis under your 16-year-old daughter's post, would that not ring a little alarm bell in your head? Would you be thinking, wow, what a great friend? Or maybe, Brooke, is this fake too? Someone commented on her video saying, aren't there photos of them laying in bed together? Brooke says, yes, fully clothed, jackets, hats, and they aren't even alone in the room. Oh, that makes it okay. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that they're not going to be showing pictures online of themselves in bed if they weren't fully clothed. The fact that you just still find this so normal, that a 15, 16-year-old girl is in bed with a guy that is nearly 30, 27, 28 years old, that just says a lot about you. Let's talk about the website that Miles and his friends created where they literally rate models, a lot of young models, some minors, and they actually show photos of them, photos where these models are not fully clothed whatsoever. Piece that Miles wrote about a model. So he mentions in here, she's only 17, look out for her. And then he goes on to say, I hope I bump into her by the time she's 18. Well, Miles, that apparently really doesn't matter to you. A minor? This is what I would call predatory behavior. But hey, Brooke, I mean, this website is still up. You guys can go check it out for yourself. But I'm guessing that's just fake too. This has been spoken about now for like 2 weeks, maybe a little over 2 weeks. Like my video is over a week old. You would think Isabel would have just put out a statement. It's been weeks, and she keeps speaking for her. Like here, people were talking about how she said, accept.
Seriously, and I'm always gonna believe a woman, okay? Except in this particular scenario, the woman is saying, this never happened, this is...
And Brooke says the accept is because she did not accuse him. The internet accused him. She's just confused how this possibly became a story. Point is, I am believing this woman, you guys aren't. We're not believing her. She hasn't said anything, Brooke, and that's the point. And someone had commented on one of my videos telling me her liking comments on the video addressing the allegations, calling you a rat is one of the craziest parts for me. Like, what did you do? You're just talking about the stuff he's accused of. Thank you. I thank God you stitched this stupid rat's video, and Brooke liked this. Brooke, you can call me a rat. That's completely fine, because honestly, the fact that you call me a rat, the fact that you block me, the fact that a PDF file apologist blocks me and hates me, honestly, is a compliment. It tells me I'm doing something right. Brooke, that's not what should be bothering you. What should really be bothering you is your choices in life, your choice of a boyfriend.
Funny how it's always someone else's fault, huh, Brooke? It's our fault that we're believing this fake stuff. It was your grandparents' fault that you're a racist, never your fault.
Brooke commented somewhere about her guy saying everyone has just said amazing things about him. There's not like one bad word about him. Well, that's funny because the moment all this news came out about him, what'd he do? Private his socials. Never defend himself. Instead, you've been fighting in the comment sections. You made this video. You're fighting a battle that you're not going to win because there's so much evidence out there. And the fact that you defend him, says all I need to know about you. Thank you for blocking me.
And obviously Brooke felt some type of way about it because she did not respond again. She was not in her comments. She turned the comments off on the original video calling out stuff with the deets, but the video uploaded after is how it's December and her mental health is like really bad right now, which could be true. But Brooke, we all know the reason that you're uploading that video to let everyone know about your mental health. It's
Girl,
manipulation.
I am so tired of hearing social media influencers talk about their mental health when they're in some controversy. It's tired as
clockwork.
It's really, she even tried that shit with Clinton Kane. She said, I was unmedicated. I was like, off, Brooke. You should not be using your mental health as a scapegoat for your poor decisions.
It's very odd to me that she would get online and try to pull the mental health card when literally the drama that she's in right now is because the person that she is with literally had a whole relationship with someone who was under the age of 18 and he was 27. So Brooke, your mental health, I'm sorry, that's not going to be a not going to
be a talking point.
That's not going to be a talking point
we're going to have here.
Literally, take it up with him. Like, hey, you sick why are you trying to minors? That's an easy question. Ask him over dinner, bitch.
And you know what? When she has him over, Tana should have James Charles over too, and they can all discuss how they're all weirdos. I have a conspiracy theory. I think that Tana's getting ready to kick Brooke to the curb because that's why this not love line thing is happening with Trisha and Tana. She knew that shit with Brooke was really going to affect her.
Well, a lot of people have been thinking that Brooke has been on the outs of the podcast for a while. They actually want Paige. It was Tana's old assistant who is now going to be like an influencer because Tana was like, you need to get out there and start doing your own thing, which is cool. I'm sure she's taking 20%. Something like that. But I could totally see Brooke being replaced with Paige. 100%.
Yeah, I could see it too because Tana, I feel like as controversial as Tana is, I think she does want to get away from stuff. She still says stupid shit all the time, but I don't think she wants the shit that Brooke's given her.
So with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. We hope that you did enjoy it. Please leave us a Christmas tree emoji down below. I don't think there's any other like Christmas ones. I don't think there's a candy cane emoji.
I don't know if there is or not.
I don't think I've ever seen a candy cane emoji. I know there's a snowman and there's a Christmas tree.
There's a gift.
I don't even know if there's Christmas light emojis.
No, but there should be.
If you have made it this far in the video, please hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up, and we will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.